Hey guys, Andrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber. Hey, now, time for another react video. Now, I know a lot of you might not have liked my Wolverine vs. Ryan react video, but I worked very hard to make and post that video. It took like 6 hours for it to upload. I tried so many times, and every time it cancels or the computer just shuts down or something. So show me a little respect, alright? I worked very hard on that, so don't troll me. I don't want to have to block you like I blocked that annoying guy. Not saying which one, though. Alright, well, I'm going to be reacting to Hibiki vs. Hercule Satan. I've seen the 1 minute melee. Who knows, this might get different results, since this is going to take more than a minute, obviously. Alright.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking, yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
But some fighters are dumb enough to ignore the legendary Bruce Lee's words. Like Hercule Satan, the world martial arts champion.
And Dan Hibiki, the Psycho street fighter.
He's with a boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. The Earth was in danger. The future of mankind threatened by a monster named Cell. All would be lost unless a hero could best him in the ring of champions.
The hope of the world lay on the shoulders and afro of one man, Hercule Satan. Yeah, we're screwed.
Officially, Mr. Satan is the world martial arts champion and chosen savior of humanity. Or so he would have you believe.
Hey, if I could lie that well, I'd make everybody think I'm king of the world too. Or even God.
But before he was the hero of the people, Mr. Satan went by Mark. Eager to learn, Mark sought to master the art of combat.
Young Mark honed his skills in the dojo Satan Castle, which sounds awesome. But sadly, no, he was not actually trained by the devil. I looked it up.
Turns out he was naturally gifted in martial arts, mostly due to his strangely good luck.
Yeah, like when he won his first world championship after his rival got food poisoning. That's not suspicious at all.
Victory in hand, Mark took the stage name Mr. Satan in honor of his dojo and to sound better for the cameras. His victories and explosive personality quickly rocketed him to a life of wealth, fame, and luxury.
Which almost came to an end when he and his master got drunk and made fun of some random guy's ponytail. Turns out this random guy just so happened to be a superpowered immortal mercenary who then murdered his master. Remember, kids, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never be used against a tree-surfing murderer.
From that day forward, Mr. Satan swore he would never fight anyone whose identity was a secret or who seemed out of his league.
Seemed to forget about that when Cell showed up. Anyway, somewhere along the line, Mr. Satan married a lady named Miguel, and after a round or two in the ovarian ring, had a daughter. Oh, and then his wife died.
Wow, come on, 6 shows to that. Despite his grief, Mr. Satan never let his loss interrupt his lifestyle.
He filled the hole in his life the only way he knew how, with more martial arts. He mastered techniques like his dynamite kick and megaton punch, which sounds like they would make you explode or something epic like that.
But they're actually just regular kicks and punches. He really only named them so he could scream awesome words while fighting. Hey, this is anime after all.
I feel more than a little underwhelmed by this guy right now.
Well, Mr. Satan's techniques were enough for him to legitimately win the 24th World Martial Arts Tournament, becoming the champion of the world and chosen savior to battle Cell. But we already know how that went.
I could watch that over and over. In fact,
I don't really have to.
get away from me, bitch.
Mr. Satan actively avoids fighting those who clearly outclass him, mostly to save his own reputation.
The first time he saw people flying and shooting beams from their hands, he thought it was a bunch of cheap tricks and pyrotechnics. Even after seeing the most epic Kamehameha beam struggle of all time, he still denied everything.
It's a trick. It's all a trick, I swear. Someday I'll bring it all to life. dangerous scenarios with lame excuses like faking stomach aches, and somehow the entire world buys his crap every single time.
I did it! For years, I've been trying to perfect a variation of the megaton punch that uses latent energy to cause a delayed reaction to get my opponent off guard. When in doubt, work the crowd. I love all of you.
Who are you talking about?
Every single one of you. Like and subscribe.
Mr. Satan is a master of deception, an excellent actor, and a complete fraud. Still, he is strong enough to rip 3 phone books in half and pull 4 buses by himself. And once he actually moves faster than the untrained eye can see, but forgot bullets move fast too.
Well, if I have to say something nice about the guy, at least he's not Yamcha.
Mr. Satan has won the World Martial Arts Tournament upwards of 26 times, although only one of them was legitimate.
Yeah, the other times he rigged it by having Mr. Fu kick everyone's ass and then lose to him on purpose.
Still, it's pretty impressive he managed to befriend one of the most dangerous and untamed monsters in the Dragon Ball universe.
Oh, and one time he convinced the whole world's population to stick their hands up in the air and then wave them around like they just don't care, but whatever.
Those things that save the world. Mr. Satan is motivated by 3 things: money, fame, and his daughter, who he seems to prize above all else.
He may be a bit of a con artist, but no matter what he's up against, Mr. Satan still finds a way to rise above his fears through his own bravery. Wait, did I just say bravery? I meant thick-headedness and straight-up stupidity.
It's like a caveman. You idiot. Sounds so weird.
Conceptualized in retaliation.
Alright, Danny boy, show me what you got.
Capcom's characters, Dan Hibiki was always meant to be a complete joke.
Dan had no natural talent in fighting people, but his father, Go Hibiki, was a martial arts master with his own dojo.
One day, Go's dojo was visited by Sagat, an enforcer of the crime syndicate Shadow.
Yeah, I know who that
As
is.
an advocate of justice, Go refused to be intimidated by the crime lord and stood up to him the only way he knew how.
By kicking his freaking eye out, and Sagat brutally beat him to death in front of his own son.
That's what
Then
I
teach him to mess with a 7'4" Muay Thai monster.
Enraged and distraught, Dan swore he would avenge his father's death. To do so, he sought out a legendary dojo hidden in the wilderness of Japan.
This thing is more elusive than child support to my ex.
Seems like more time we spend here. The questions are asked.
Yeah.
Like who the hell's Dan?
Against all odds, Dan found it. He was trained by his master Goken, the same mentor who taught Ryu and Ken such legendary techniques as the Hadoken and the Shoryuken. Dan began the difficult journey of mastering the use of ki as a weapon.
Honestly, I have more to say if I haven't seen it before.
He fell in because
In
he just sucked.
in the shorter
Technically, it
productions.
was because Goku didn't want his training to be used for revenge, but let's face it, he knew he was wasting his time.
However, Dan's determination for vengeance continued. He took the little he had learned from Goken and ironically combined it with some Muay Thai.
This became his very own martial art, the Psycho Ryu fighting style.
Unfortunately, while that sounds awesome, it didn't really work out.
Dan's fighting style is, well, it sucks. It's awful. There's absolutely nothing redeemable about it.
I knew
he
it.
used special moves like the Shoryuken and the Denkuyaku.
Would you like the dollar store versions of awesome stuff like the Shoryuken and Tetsu, whatever it's called?
Also,
You know, doll stores are selling pretty awesome things now. Like, they're selling Skylanders at Dollrama now. Can you believe
Yeah,
that?
he's pretty full of himself,
So,
which is why
Donald's
the
under
Psycho
that.
style's strongest technique is excessive taunting. He can taunt while jumping, somehow increasing his airtime, and by focusing all his energy at once, Dan can perform a taunt so fearsome it will shock and amaze all who witness it just by being the most worthless thing they've ever seen. This is the legendary taunt.
Here I come! Voila! With Rob, you'll have a recipe. Come on! Woohoo! He's
Really?
the king.
now Dan can manifest his ki into a fireball projectile.
Doesn't do anything.
In a way, the Godoken is symbolic of Dan himself.
Yeah, it's tiny, pathetic, and doesn't last very long.
Despite this, Dan eventually tracked down his father's killer and offered to make his left eye match his right. In turn, got politely offered to reunite father and son. The long-awaited clash of fists began, a clash in which Dan was bent on retribution.
What? Oh, shit, he won?
Yes, Dan finally achieved the recompense he had sought for so long and trained his entire life for, because Sagat threw the fight in pity. Completely unaware of his luck and now confident he was one of the strongest in the world, Dan founded his own dojo to unfortunately teach other people his worthless martial arts.
Oh,
Thanks to
yes,
God,
did
not
teach.
only have
I thought he
you
was
killed
joking
your
in 1 minute
father,
early.
but you're ruining other kids' lives now, too.
You'll be happy to know that not many students actually enrolled in his class, because he kept forgetting to pay his phone bill and did not include his dojo's address in his commercials.
Classic Dan. By the way, what's up with the pink key?
Well, it was originally white, but then he accidentally
Red
lost
sock.
his colors.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, making fun of Dan is fun and all, but let's be honest, he's not a complete pushover. He can take down multiple thugs at once, and even endured a beating from Ryu and Ken simultaneously. No matter how many times he falls, Dan will always get right back up.
Ken, remember how Goken rejected him because of his thirst for vengeance?
Persistent.
That's because Dan can actually tap into the Satsui no Hado, the evil, deadly energy that transformed Goken's brother Akuma into an island-smashing murderer.
We're not joking here. Once
Do that
Dan
too.
did access the Satsui no Hado to use the dreaded Raging Demon, a move which obliterates the victim's soul.
Damn! If Dan can do it, I can do it. All right, watch out, Wes. There it goes. Shit! Fell out of my keys.
But more often than not, Dan's a klutz whose overconfident
Average,
taunting gets him into trouble. He is his own worst enemy.
Not even after crying like a baby from stubbing his toe, Dan doesn't let any of it keep him down for long. After all, who else will carry on the heroic legacy of Go Hibiki?
Hadouken!
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, your face is in danger, and only I can save it. If you're like me, blessed to radiate pure manliness, then you know it comes at a price. The price of facial hair stronger than cold steel. It takes a razor made of minerals forged in dragon fire and quenched in the blood of a unicorn just to get a close shave. But since those don't come cheap, I'm often left using them until they're worn out and disgusting. Or I just give up and live in scruffy desolation. That is, until I discover DollarShaveClub.com. For just a few bucks a month, they send me a sleeve of quality blades right to my door. Now I'm able to manscape my face at my leisure, using a new blade every week. Don't settle for using an overpriced inferior blade for far too long. Join me and millions of others by heading to DollarShaveClub.com/screwattack and sign up right now. Choose the rating that's perfect for you. If you won't do it for me, do it for the unicorn. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
The next round for the beloved savior of mankind, Hercule!
The match.
And the challenger.
Let's see if this kid's different results from one-man melee.
Dan Hibiki! Here I come! Ow!
Nice move, Sabachi. How about you ring yourself out?
You wish, chump. I hope you're ready for a beating.
Is that Mario music? It's official, they suck.
A weakling like you stands no
How
chance.
bad they can fight.
It looks like Mr. Satan wants to end this quickly. It's of his captain finishing moves will he use?
Dynamite King.
What's this? He's avoided the champion's most devastating attack.
taunting me, right?
I've done it. After years of training and grueling exercise.
Oh my God.
Letting go of cheap tricks won't work on me.
Such an attack was to act like a coward!
Yeah! Wait, what?
What, Flint? Is it just me, or has Mr. Satan illegally smuggled weapons into the arena?
They finally found out?
My backup plan. I can't go out like this. What? I've never seen these before. Obviously, my challenger snuck them into my rope to get me disqualified. Can't even face me like a man.
Oh, sweet, a jetpack!
What?
Hey. Yeah. Time for the next evolution of my martial art. Ultimate Rocket Booster Psyche Down!
Really?
Well, that's disappointing.
Only one more capsule left. But I don't remember what's in it.
Oh, it's gonna quit.
Good. I can't track his movement.
Wait.
What the...
Set up a bomb?
What could the champ be planning?
Ah, crap.
I can't believe it, folks! The match is still on! And Mr. Satan's limitless tenacity has worn down the challenger!
Aha! Yes, that's right. I tired him out. Me, Mr. Satan. That was my plan all along.
Sure it was.
I can't lose to this joker. I have to win.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Oh, man.
Watch closely. You're about to witness the real deal.
It looks like this is the end!
Yeah! This is over!
Oh, man.
What the?
Whoa! I've never seen anything like that! He punched him so hard he turned into a jump shot!
What the?
It can only be the champ's new technique, the karaoke punch!
Oh my God, I can't believe that happened.
He's watching.
Hercule! Satan!
KO! Now he can disappoint his father in the afterlife.
Hercule, Satan, and Dan Hibiki may be pretty pathetic in context, but keep in mind, before the Cell Saga, Mr. Satan was actually a legitimate world champion.
Unlike Dan, who only has one confirmed win to his name, and it was handed to him out of pity.
And Mr. Satan has proven time and time again that he is stronger than the average athletic man.
He once pulled 4 tour buses, which is nearly 60 tons.
Yes, you've said that
and then he
before.
punched through one of them. That's a sheet of steel right there. Dan struggles to throw a single guy over his shoulder.
Mr. Satan once broke through a tower of 19 tiles with a single chop, and is the only character in Dragon Ball history to have fought both Cell and Majin Buu and not die.
Think about that.
Dan's key attacks were a hit on the whole, but in true Hibiki fashion, it amounts to nothing but failure. Just like the time he managed to pull off the Raging Demon, only to be stopped by a high school girl's backpack.
The
Nice
key
place
to
to just
Dan's
hide.
failure came from within.
The winner is Hercule Satan.
It's too bad there was something in the way.
Next time on
Who's
Death
next?
Battle.
This is. is. That does look pretty awesome.
Hey, I'm Shadow Blizz. This is Fixie. I'm sorry to 3D animated. I'm bad at Play Wiz. And we are super excited that Yang from Ruby is coming to the next Death Battle.
I have no clue who that is.
Yeah, this is going to be a 3D animated
kind
fight
of
by
awesome.
this guy. He's mocapping it as we speak. He doesn't
Now,
know it's just-
please don't troll me for not knowing who Yang is, alright?
But who is Yang going to be fighting? You can stick to our social media and we will let you know very soon. Just go find us on Facebook, official SA, or on Twitter @ScrewAttack. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next one.
Well, I'm done here. Hopefully you like this better than the last rag video. I'll leave that up to you. And please don't repeatedly dislike it this time. I'm serious. I don't want any more trolls on my channel. Bye.